Hello, I'm Josh Knudsen with the LSU Olin Career Center. Whether you found this video on your own or through a class, club, or organization on campus, I'm really excited for you to hear more about the TypeFocus and all the benefits it can have in your career development process. The TypeFocus looks at your interests, values, personality, and skills, which are four key pieces to the way people make choices about their major and next career steps. If you're looking to choose a major, consider next step on your job or internship search, or simply learn more about yourself, this will be a great platform to engage with. In this video, we're going to explore the TypeFocus by looking at how to access and take the various assessments. We're then going to look into what the results mean for you personally and what you can do with them. There are elements to the site that I may not cover or cover in detail. For those, I encourage you to explore for yourself and get the most out of the TypeFocus. Let's get to it. To access the TypeFocus, you can find all instructions on Handshake, as well as our website under the Students and Alumni tab, and then the Explore Your Passions page. On Handshake here, we see Mike the Tiger's page, and if Mike is looking for the TypeFocus, we're going to go to Career Center, and then we're going to go to Resources. There's also a lot of other resources here as well, but we are just going to focus on the TypeFocus today. And that is all found right under here under this career assessment logins. As you can see, TypeFocus is here at the top, and there are a lot of other assessments that we also have access to, but this is for the TypeFocus. And in general, the TypeFocus is a very easy setup, something that doesn't really take much time. All you will need is your LSU email address to do that, and you'll be all set up and ready to go. Now, this is what the page will look like once you've created an account. And as you can see, you're going to do some clicking to go through each assessment. Now, before you complete each assessment, make sure you are in a space that is quiet, free of distraction, and that you're in a headspace where you can be as honest as you can throughout all the different assessments. To see your results, you're going to click on each one of these boxes. These are the four different assessments. So let's start with personality. Looking at personality, we use the Myers-Briggs language, which is something you can explore a lot more about, but this is a strong aspect of career and something that we use quite a bit. The TypeFocus here has a lot of other pieces that you can look at as far as finding ways to connect your personality into all the different ways that you can look into major and career. So it's going to give you your type. But one of the things that I really like the most about the TypeFocus is everything is connected to careers and majors at LSU. So if you really want to see your personality type and how it connects to potential for your degrees and different careers, all you need to do is to click down here and do some searching. For this one, for example, we can click on art director, and it's going to tell us quite a bit of information about that career. There's lots of websites to continue to look into it. It's going to share different majors about how to get into that. A lot of very relevant data that you might be looking for if you're interested in that career. So we like this quite a bit. We find it very helpful. It matches up to job titles and skills down here as well. And it also gives you some great next steps and even some ways to do some job searching for this. Very similarly, you can also look at majors at LSU. So for this example of art director, we can go and get a really clear picture of what this might look like at LSU. Here you have it right here. This can be also found on LSU's page, but the great thing about the TypeFocus is that we do have links to all of these different majors and really makes it really easy for you to explore. Another way that you can use this tool as well is to filter kind of by different things related to personality. So there's a lot of other pieces here. You'll see more of the Myers-Briggs language throughout the TypeFocus, but this is the area that it's really focused on. So we see different types at work. That'll explain that kind of piece. There's a summary of every single Myers-Briggs type out there, all 16 of them. There are also different pieces about career success and what that might look like for your type. I also like this piece a lot as well. So if one of your letters was really close to the other option, you can kind of look and see those different pieces. So if you tested as an ENFP, but your introvert and your extrovert were really close too, then maybe you can also look at the, let's see if we can find it, the INFP right here above and see that comparison as well. The next piece is interests, and we love interests a lot. This is something that we see students use quite a bit when it comes to career. These down here are the Holland codes, and we use Holland codes all the time as it's a really great indicator of where your interest and passion really are going to overlap and find great career fits that you probably really connect with, that you feel excited by and inspired by. So that is all found right here. You will see your top three interests, your top three Holland codes. And there's going to be a lot of little descriptions about how to look into those and what's next after that. Very similar to all the other ones, you can continue to do the search down here and see different degrees and different careers connected to your interests. Something else about the Holland codes after this, if you have finished the Focus 2, check out our website. A lot of our great resources are under students and alumni, explore your passions, and you can do something here. There's a lot of other great websites, but we're just gonna focus on the ONET. This is another great place to go if you really just wanna focus on interests. Under this advanced search, there's an interest section, and this is a really great place to go and explore Holland codes a little bit more. So if your code is S, A, I, this is a great way to go and do some searching. You can click just one of the letters, or you can do all two or all three of them. But this is a great way to go and see really up-to-date current careers that are connected to your interest codes, and a great way to see all the different ways that your interests overlap with each other, and can be great indicators for majors and different career success. They go down by experience level and pay and education level typically, and you can click on any one of these and find out a lot more about them. Let's get back here to the TypeFocus. There are also two smaller sections, the skills and the values. You're able to choose about 6 different skill sets that you can choose from, and I'll show you how we incorporate those later on. Very similarly, there are 3 values that you're able to choose out of a large list, values that are really important to you and ones that matter the most to you in your work. All right, let's keep going. At this point, we are going to go to step 2. And once you get here, this is a really interesting step. As you can see, there's a way to combine all the different assessments that we've just taken. And with this, you can click on these. And it looks like with this particular example, there are 23 different occupations that really seem like they're a great fit for all 4 of those assessments that we just took. So this is another way to look and find some confirmation for careers and even majors that really connect. We like this a lot as well because a lot of times people might be interested in a career. They might have questions about different ways to get there. So we find this really helpful, really beneficial. There starts to be more information about even salary, different types of other important things that you might want to know about the career as well. If you want to go back, you can go back, and maybe there's a higher amount of occupations that might just fit with 2. You can kind of sort and see the different pieces, right? Actor, it looks like connected with personality and values, while it wasn't as much of a match for the other 2. One thing that we also use with this feature is to toggle. So if you want to just look at occupations that are connected to bachelor degrees or further degrees, we definitely suggest toggling those and doing a search that way and applying those filters. The other great piece about this part is that there are a lot of other ways to search, right? So you can explore by career clusters, you can look up key titles, you can even compare 2 occupations. So there's quite a few different ways to explore, compare, and do some different searching, especially as it connects to majors at LSU. In step 3, there are a series of questions for you to get organized and create a career roadmap to showcase your ideas for the future. This is one that has already been created and worked through a little bit, but there's a lot of ways to save occupations and majors, but also make a roadmap that really kind of talks a lot more about who you are as a person, and what are some experiences and things that you've done, different areas that you want to continue to explore. So this is just a really great tool just to use to stay organized and think of next steps. In step 4, there's an opportunity to look deeper into the 8 NACE competencies, which are key traits and skills that just about every employer will value in a candidate. Answer the questions to see which ones you feel strong in and which ones you'd like to build up through experiences during your time at LSU. These are what they look like ultimately. We have the 8 NACE competencies right here. You can see a graph of which one scored as the strongest, and all that kind of stuff. Different confidence levels. You also can utilize this space to think of different examples from where you saw that competency in your life, and document that type of stuff as well. I really enjoyed this piece that talks about different examples with where you might see those and where you might look to see those in the future. Step 5 uses your assessment results to help you in any job or internship search. There are great personalized tips for resume writing, networking, and more. The interview guide is a template to help you feel at your best for an upcoming interview. And there are great networking tips as well as connections to our office and the ways we can assist you in your journey after taking the TypeFocus. So we really enjoy this piece. This really connects a lot with our job search types of aspects of our office. Right, we have different branding, as you can see here, for different personality types, networking, interviews. We really see this as a really rich thing to help you in your job search. The interview guide also is really similar as it connects, and you can really use this as a way to prep for an upcoming interview that you might have and stay organized that way. Very similarly, the networking pieces are also helpful in ways to really just build that networking skill. And the career services aspect is something that really connects to who we are as an office and how you can access us and utilize us and our services in the future. I really enjoy step 6 as it uses pieces of your personality and shares where your strengths are as well as communication and conflict strategies. This is a great page to wrap up the assessment and to think of your future. I'll click through these a little bit, but I'm excited for you to see these as well once you complete the assessment. As you can see here, right, there are different ways to connect to your MBTI codes. Lifelong learner, personality clashes, and transferable skills are all really significant parts to finding success in the workplace. And this is going to give you some really great tips on how to navigate some of those things. Let's go back to the homepage. Thank you for taking an interest in the TypeFocus. I hope the assessment itself and the exploration it encourages end up being key markers to your success at LSU. Enjoy the process of career exploration and development, and be honest with yourself along the way. Come to talk to us at the Olin Career Center anytime we can support the next step in your career journey. Have a wonderful day wherever you find yourself, and go Tigers.